All right. In this video, I want to talk about passively watching and how society actually has created this mindset. And it starts with the schooling system, where it tries to teach you to not defend yourself or your fellow students from a bully. Instead, you go to the teacher, right? You tell the teacher about it. You don't take care of it yourself. You need the teacher to do it, right? So then when you are getting bullied, you just passively accept it and wait until you can get the teacher, and hopefully the teacher will do something about it. But we all know that that doesn't work, right? And then when you have fellow students getting bullied, you just watch because you're like, well, where's the teacher, right? And you don't do anything because you're not supposed to. It's against the rules. Even though the bully is breaking the rules, but don't you dare break the rules, right? And then, as we get older, and now with the technology the way it is, a lot of people are just used to watching horrible things happen on their screen and not having the power to do anything. And a lot of times when things are going on in the world, what do? They take out their phones to film it instead of doing anything, not even to call the teacher or as an adult, call the cops. They just watch it instead and even record it. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I was recently told about this event that happened to someone on a subway, that someone came up behind him and started to stab him, and the person fell down and started bleeding, and it was caught on the cameras. And the creepy thing was that when the person got stabbed and left, there was people on the subway train that saw it. They just ran off. And there was other people who saw it later on, and they basically just walked by and ignored it. And nobody did anything. And then it reminded me of something that happened where I grew up, where this person grabbed a woman by the hair and pulled her across the street into this park, into some bushes, and had his way with her, but nobody did anything. It was in a busy public area, but I guess people just thought it was some kind of domestic dispute between a boyfriend girlfriend, and they were just like, all right, whatever. And she got raped because people just passively let it happen, even though she was screaming for help and everything in front of everybody. So that would just double the trauma, right? The event that happened, but also that no one cared, that's going to mess with your psyche. But it started with the school system. You don't do anything. You just mind your own business. And why did the school system teach you that? Because ultimately, it's to get you to ignore the government itself and the things that it does, especially with this whole Epstein thing being the main thing, not to mention all the other crazy things that it does, but mainly the Epstein stuff. You just passively watch. Maybe record it, but you're not going to do a thing about it because you have been brainwashed into not doing a thing about it since you were in school. And then that was reinforced by technology. And that's why we are the way we are. Because imagine a society where you taught the child, if somebody bullies you, stand up for yourself. If you see someone bullying others, you as a class should stand up for your fellow student, your fellow classmate, and defend them. Right? Protect one another. Why don't they teach you that? Because then, when you get older, you'll stand up against the government itself, and you'll work with your fellow citizens to protect one another from the government. You see why they don't want you to have that mindset? And they teach that to you from your youth up? And a lot of you can see this, and a lot of you ain't going to do a thing about it. You're going to just sit there and passively go through life because it's easier. But anyway, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.